You're not alone if you feel overwhelmed by your finances or struggle to make ends meet, even with a high six-figure salary. Many people struggle to budget and manage their money effectively. Many high earners live paycheck to paycheck because they fall into the trap of lifestyle inflation. The 50-30-20 rule is a simple yet effective way to create a budget and stay on top of your finances. Nothing earth-shattering about that rule. In this video, I will give you my spin on it. Hi there, I'm Avanti. I'm a mom, an investment analyst, and a CFA charter holder. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my Facebook page to learn how to build wealth through investing. If you answer yes to any of these 7 questions, the 50-30-20 rule is a good one to follow. The rule says that 50% of your after-tax income should go toward paying essential expenses, 30% toward discretionary costs, and 20% towards saving and investments. Question 1. Are you living paycheck to paycheck and relying on your next paycheck to cover your expenses? Number 2. Do you carry a high balance on your credit cards? 3. Do you have a low credit score or have no idea what your credit score is? 4. Will you have to take on debt to pay for an emergency expense? 5. Do you make emotional or impulsive purchases to make yourself feel better? 6. Do you avoid conversations involving money? 7. Are you missing out on tax-saving investment opportunities? Let's break the 50-30-20 rule down. 50% of your after-tax income should go towards essential expenses such as mortgage or rent payments, utilities, groceries, etc. These are the things you need to survive and have no discretion over. These are your needs. 30% of your after-tax income should go toward discretionary expenses, such as eating out, shopping, entertainment, and hobbies. These are not essential for survival. These are wants and not needs. Finally, 20% of your after-tax income should go towards savings and investments. These are the things that will help secure your financial future. Your investments, given you make them wisely, should grow over the long term so that you can achieve your financial goals. These goals can include saving for retirement, saving for college, saving for a rainy day, or paying off debt. You must look at your status quo to check if you're within the 50-30-20 rule limits. The first step is to look at your total after-tax income. The second step is to look at your expenses. I do this once a year, but you can do it for a month if tracking expenses over a long period overwhelms you. The reason for doing this for an entire year is so you can track seasonal expenses as well. The second step is to classify all your expenditures into 3 buckets: needs, wants, and investments. I would put everything from rent or mortgage, including insurance, home insurance and property taxes, HOA fees, utilities, phone bills, car payments, expenses related to transportation, groceries, childcare, etc. These are your essentials or must-haves. The next bucket is discretionary spending. That includes eating out, hobbies, entertainment, all your Netflix or Hulu subscriptions, shopping other than grocery, and so on. Finally, the third bucket is saving and investing, which includes any contributions towards an emergency fund, contribution toward retirement, brokerage, and any non-car or non-mortgage debt payments such as student loans or credit card payments. Don't include credit card payments if you pay them off in full every month. Otherwise, you will count them twice if you use credit cards at grocery stores or for discretionary spending. You can use my worksheet which is pre-populated with some random values. I have 8 categories of expenses. 5 of those categories are, in my opinion, needs. Some may categorize the education and training category as a want, but I have learned not to skimp on that category. I may sacrifice some of my other wants to learn something new and valuable that will help me in the long term. Finally, if you have any income left after allocating to all these categories, you can use it towards savings and add them to the savings category. Now let's analyze the distribution of these expenses. But before that, hit that like button and share this video with one person who may get some value out of it. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. If you watch me on Facebook, don't forget to follow my page and comment below on what you like and what you want to hear more about in my future videos. According to the 50-30-20 rule, your needs should be 50%, wants 30%, and savings 20% of your total income. If you realize that your needs exceed 50%, you may want to reduce some of your needs. I would focus on items that comprise the highest percentage of that category, which will most likely be housing or transportation. Moving to a lower cost of living area or a smaller house or buying a less expensive car than you can afford will have the most significant impact. You can also try to reduce your utility bills by lowering the temperature in winter or raising it in summer. However, utility bills will impact your expenses less than the housing or transportation category. On the other hand, if you realize that your needs make up lower than 50%, there is no need to expand your needs to occupy that entire 50% in the category. The same goes with wants. If wants make up more than 20% of your total income, you may want to analyze why that is happening. Do you find yourself making impulsive purchases? Here's the trick I used in the past. View your credit card statement for the past month and note down all purchases you made during the month. Highlight all the expenses that made you very happy and that you still feel good about making them. Add those expenses up. Next, add all the expenses that made you happy momentarily, but you now regret making those purchases. Soon you will realize that making impulsive purchases do not make you very happy. For the following month, every time you have the urge to spend on any want, write down that item and wait for 7 days before you make the purchase. If after 7 days you still want to buy it and you feel happy about the purchase, go ahead. If not, then don't spend that money. You will automatically reduce expenses in the wants category. Also, check all the entertainment subscriptions to see if you can cut down on Netflix, Hulu, etc. If you absolutely must have subscriptions, alternating between different ones, like subscribe to Netflix for a couple of months, then to HBO, and then back to Netflix, and so on. On the other hand, if wants make up less than 20% of your income, I salute you. You have won half the battle. You are not an amateur in personal finance. Now, don't up your wants to 20% because the 50-30-20 rule is for beginners and you, my friend, are a pro. The next category is saving and investing. Anything you contribute towards saving, contribution to an emergency fund, retirement, brokerage, as well as contribution toward long-term debt, student loans, extra principal only payments towards mortgage or car loans, credit card debt, all those expenses fall in this category. After you've built a solid emergency fund and paid off any credit card debt, continue to build your investments. Make sure to invest in the right funds like these. As with any rule in personal finance, don't follow it blindly because someone wrote it. Learn to question and improve upon it. This 50-30-20 rule was popularized by Elizabeth Warren and her daughter in their book, All Your Worth, The Ultimate Lifetime Money Plan. It is widely cited across the personal finance space and should help instill a sense of discipline around personal finances. But remember, your needs and wants are not air. There is no need for them to expand and occupy 80% of the space allocated to them. Watch this video next, and if you found any of this information valuable, please like this video and share it. I want more and more people to start investing in their family's future. As always, don't forget to be happy, to be kind, and to be your best self. Bye.